Welcome back to the Paranormal Classroom, where we take attendance for the unexplained. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Lindsay, and we're two teacher moms talking about stuff that freaks us out. Yeah, and I have these. Happy Valentine's Day. These aren't wrapped.
You didn't have to get me any gifties.
Well, it's March. What is today? March 10th, 9th?
I don't know.
9th, March 9th. And I haven't seen you since before Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I figured out why. I think I know what the problem is.
I know I can tell you exactly what the problem is. Let's hear your theory.
No, I'm really busy and I'm going to Auburn all the time and driving the kids everywhere. But but here's the problem: when I did dance at Puyallup, I knew I'm going to be hanging out here for 2 hours.
Right.
I don't have that every single day of the week. We've got this carpool going. And so we're always communicating, like, who wants to do drop off today? Who wants to do pickup? So I can't say, there's been times where I've been like, I'll just tell Lindsay that I'll be there Wednesday between 5 and 9 or whatever. But then Gabe will offer to do the pickup and I'll be like, oh, I'm just going to go home and go to bed. And but I never know, like, in the moment. Like, it's like day by day. So I would have to call you.
Schedule it out. Wouldn't that be less stressful if you guys just...
No, I find it easier to do it day by day because you just never know what's going to come up.
Does it balance out, though? Do the people do their fair share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great group. Okay. It's all women.
Okay.
So it's very organized and great.
Okay.
But yeah, we're just kind of figuring it out day by day. Because one mom is a real estate agent, so sometimes she's like, I really need to do these clients. Yep. That is why it's been so hard to, like, schedule ahead of time with you.
It's not a lockdown schedule or a solid schedule. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So
it'll be nice when your oldest has their license and they can drive. They can help some of that. That was so nice when my oldest was able to help do some of those drop-offs.
Yeah.
So nice.
But I do have weekends and I do have Fridays. Like, in theory, like, this is great.
Yeah. Good.
So we can try to lock down some weekend stuff, but I don't know if that works for you.
A lot of the time, yes. And it will be easier this summer than last summer. I mean, first of all, I'm not doing all the traveling I was, but also with my youngest being able to drive himself, I don't have to do as many baseball things. So I should have some more availability for sure. And once summer hits, who knows what we'll be doing, but... So these are for you for Valentine's Day.
Oh, they're so stupid cute.
They're little ghosties with balloons, heart balloons, I think. And it says...
It almost looks like a turkey or a chicken on top.
It's probably a chicken on top because Valentine's Day.
Oh, it says be my boo.
Be my boo.
That's really cute. They're perfect.
They're adorable. I love them.
They're perfect for my podcast. All right.
Okay, should
I do the hook and then we'll do the talk to you?
Do I need to step out of the car for the hook?
Today we are talking about Lindsay's favorite animal.
Bigfoot again?
No.
Dolphins.
Yes. We're talking about dolphins.
Yes.
Lifesavers, mind readers, party animals.
And also rapists.
Oh, you're going to have some stories to add to her.
That's not why they're my favorite animal.
I hope not.
Just want to be very clear up front. They were my favorite animal for years, and then I learned that horrendous fact.
Oh.
But it's too late. They're still my favorite. I just look at them with one squinty eye now.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought you loved dolphins, so I
do. I just don't love all of their behaviors.
Okay,
yeah.
So we're going to learn more about these mysterious mammals, everything from their abilities to protect humans, communicate telepathically, and even their interest in dabbling with psychedelic drugs.
Of course.
Dolphins are the ocean's mischievous masterminds.
That's one word for it.
All right, what's haunting you before we start?
Not much, I don't think. I got to see my oldest child again this weekend. They just turned 19, and so I came home from college to visit for the weekend and go to Emerald City Comic Con. I didn't go to the con, but I built their cosplay, so had helped them get into that. And so, yeah, it was a pretty chill weekend. And now I just finished another 3D printer project. I built a little model. Have you heard of book nooks? Do you know what a book nook is? It's like, well, there's a variety of definitions.
I'm thinking of multiple
things. The ones now in crafting are like these little models, tiny models of something that go on your bookshelves. Yeah. So they're a huge deal in the 3D printing world too.
Oh, cool.
And so I just made one of, it's a model of one of the rooms on the alien ship Nostromo. And it lights up and everything.
Is that from Alien Earth, the TV show? What's
Alien? I don't know, the one that Nostromo's in.
I don't
But I think
remember.
the ship has always been the Nostromo.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
and then I'm gonna 3D print a model of the xenomorph and put it in there. It's
You're
awesome.
so cool.
So I printed all the parts and glued them all together, and I'll light it. And then the theory was I was going to give it to my child.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to give it to my child now.
You could do a YouTube channel of you crafting things. Like, I sit down and watch those with my family sometimes. There's this girl named, I forget her name. Never mind. Edit that out because my brain is
I guess it's not anything haunting. It's just I've been busy in a fun way of learning how to do more and more with the 3D printer. I think I finally got it pretty darn well figured out. There's always more to learn about, just the right temperatures of different materials, what the temperature of the air needs to be, and the build plate, and whether or not you have the cooler on or not, or this or that, or which. It's fascinating. It's so fun, but I love learning about it and building things, and it's just
Such a tinkerer.
I am
In the
a
Tinkerbell
tinkerer.
world, you'd be one of the tinkerers.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Tinkerbell is a tinkerer.
I know. That'd be
Who
your
she
kind of
is.
fairy.
Yeah, she'd be my
Another Disney reference. Your husband's
my
like,
club.
Amanda always works in a Disney reference. There it is, Mike.
Okay, what does your sweatshirt say? This is a new sweatshirt. I love the
Oh,
rose
it just
pink.
says coffee, baggy sweater kind of day. Coffee and baggy sweater.
Yeah, it is. But it says...
It's a mom sweatshirt.
Oh, I get it. Okay, coffee and baggy sweater. It's
Covered in dog hair.
You can't tell.
Well, here's what's haunting me.
Okay, lay it on me.
I found out that my 13-year-old and her best friend listen to our podcast,
Oh, boy.
which is fine, but I don't think they listen to it to enjoy the content. I think they listen
They're
to it to
making
giggle
fun
at
of us?
Possibly.
They're going to start a podcast of listening to our podcast, a reaction pod.
Reactions. My mom's podcast. Yeah. Which could be hilarious, actually, for...
So there was a podcast that was so funny, and it's youngest child of Amanda. Do not listen to this podcast. It was called My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Oh.
And it was so funny. It was this British man, I don't know if he was a journalist or what he was, but just this mild-mannered, and he and a couple of friends, this woman and this man, and they would get together, and his dad wrote this, his dad was also just this mild-mannered, simple UK dude, and the son found out as an adult that his dad had written this softcore pornography
gosh.
novel, and it was so poorly written, but they would read one chapter on each episode and then just laugh their faces off and and of course it's all in British accent, so everything's better with a British accent.
Of course.
And it was so funny, but I can imagine doing a reaction, just how ridiculous we are to their
In their
Gen
mind,
Z or
yes.
Gen whatever they are now.
What are they? What's after Gen Z?
Alpha?
There's no other letters.
We
Are
go
they
back
going
to Alpha, I guess.
I guess.
We went all the way to X. What happened to generations A through W?
I don't know.
We're just Gen X sounds crazy wild. Because that's us, right? We're at the end of Gen X.
I don't know which one we are.
We are. You're born in 77? Oh, no. Blah, 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 blah. 1877, 1977. Nobody knows.
I'm 40. I used to say I was 39, but now I'm 42. I'm 42.
The secret of the universe number.
Yes.
Well, that's so crazy because I'm younger than you, but I'm 47. Yeah, I think one of my colleagues, Mary, shout out to Mary,
Hi, Mary.
I think she said she's also Gen X, but she's born, I think, 10 years earlier than us.
Okay.
Or 9 or so. So I think we might be at
Maybe
the
we're the
end
next
of it.
one. Either the end of
We're
it or-
not Gen
We're the cusp.
Y or Gen... I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Girl,
It's
do you
all
want to
silly.
talk about dolphins?
I don't know. I think so. But I'm curious as to how there's a lot of places this could go, but into the world of paranormal. I've never connected dolphins to the world of paranormal.
Oh,
I
I
don't
so
think.
much. Well, this...
Military history, yes.
I don't know the military history, so you'll be able to add in some cool stuff
Okay.
to this
All right.
podcast, which I'm looking forward to. So this all started, Linz, because I was listening to some podcast, and this came up as just a little blurb in it, and I went and researched it, and then I went down a whole rabbit hole of
Good. I'm glad to hear you're back in the
dolphin stuff.
rabbit hole business.
Yeah, I'm back in the rabbit hole business.
Yay!
So, have you swum with dolphins?
Yes. Twice.
Twice.
I did. So, funny story. And I don't recommend it, by the way. Since then, I have learned that that's not good for dolphins. They're in captivity. It's not good to have these big, beautiful, giant, smart creatures in captivity. I just was ignorant. I also went to SeaWorld when I was younger. Like, just didn't know. And when you know better, you do better. I just didn't know any better yet. So we swam with dolphins in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta, when we were newly married. Like, I want to say we've been married about a year and a half. And we swam with a pregnant dolphin.
Oh,
and
wow.
some young dolphins. And then a month later, I found out I was pregnant. Not by the dolphin. It's just coincidence. And then we went back and I was pregnant with... I was pregnant with my second child, I think. Yes, I was pregnant with our second child. And we left our oldest with grandparents and we went back to Mexico and we got to see the mommy, a different mommy dolphin and new baby. And so it was like this whole like full circle of dolphins and
That's
babies.
incredible.
And
it was timed with you having your baby?
Yeah. I was I've always felt very connected to cetaceans, the whales and the dolphins, pinnipeds and all kinds of creatures of the sea, but specifically the Pacific Northwest, like the Dall's porpoise. But the bottlenose are just so classic and so smart and Flipper. Like I watched Flipper episodes when I was little and just loved it. So yes, I have swum, and our kids have swum with dolphins. So the third time we went back, our kids were almost 4 and 6, and they got to swim. And in Mexico, nobody checks like birth certificates or anything. It's very like you had to be 4 to do everything, but our son was a month away from being 4. Nobody cared. You could tell them a 2-year-old was 4 and they'd be like, okay. It's just you do whatever at your own risk. There's no, like, it's so interesting. So he went ziplining by himself, swimming with our daughter.
Wow.
Ziplining, riding on burros, like donkeys, through the jungle, swimming with dolphins, swimming out in the open ocean, going through sea caves.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we did crazy stuff with these kids when they were tiny. I don't know what we were thinking. We must have had some sort of weird dopamine drug in our brain at the time. I don't know what. I look back and go, what were we thinking doing this with our children?
Well, maybe when they say the brain develops, it doesn't develop until like 26. So maybe yours.
We were 30.
Well, maybe you were delayed. Maybe you're developmentally delayed.
My second was born when I think I was 30 when my second and final child was born. Yeah.
Risk taker.
Yeah, we were at the time. We just wanted to give them all kinds of adventures and did not think it through. Mexico makes you feel so safe. Go wild. It's okay. Go wild. It's like, oh, okay.
I love that. I've swum with dolphins at the Disney Resort in Florida.
Oh, okay.
I had a boyfriend take me once. It was the nicest thing he ever did for me. Nothing else was super nice, but that was super nice.
Really
that
nice.
was super nice.
That's a special day.
Yeah. Okay, so have you heard of dolphin-assisted birth?
Maybe, but please expand on it because I think I've maybe heard of it and I can imagine what it is, but in my head I'm picturing like one of those old like candy striper uniforms on a dolphin. Like in Stranger Things, the one that the little redhead wears on a dolphin.
Cute. Okay.
Assisting birth.
Love that. That's what I heard of on this podcast, and I was like, I got to research that. What is this? So there is a research center in Hawaii called the Sirius Institute, but it's not spelled like I'm so serious. SIRIUS.
Sure.
Sirius.
Like the satellite radio.
Yes, and it was founded by these alternative birthing advocates. Well, there's scientists there, and they do research and things, but part of it is this company called. This like a part of the institute is these alternative birthing advocates. And they've been operating there for decades, and parents will pay thousands for the experience of going there and having, it's like a water birth. You're familiar with a water birth, but there's dolphins there. And supposedly, like having a birth right there with like the mermaid midwives is what they call them.
They're not wearing tails and stuff, are they?
No, the people aren't wearing tails or anything.
No, but the mermaid midwives. They're not like dressed up. Okay.
I'm talking about dolphins. Like in this scenario, the dolphins are the midwives.
I got you.
Because the dolphins are assisting with the birth. It's this whole incredible, fascinating thing
Okay.
that is not super safe, and it's not recommended by most
they
scientists.
have teeth.
Right,
What are you gonna do,
right.
cut the
and
umbilical
plus you're
cord?
bleeding
Like,
and
what are
stuff.
yeah.
But no, people do it, and this is claims. Their claims are fascinating.
Probably
So
not
this
super
is
safe for the dolphin either, all that bodily fluid in there.
well. Keep in mind, this is like a very woo-woo kind of institute, right?
So-
like,
yes.
like they're doing interesting things with dolphins. But the women who've had birth with the dolphins around, they claim all kinds of crazy things. So the big one is that they feel like the dolphins calm the mother, calm the baby, and it reduces the labor pains.
I could see that.
There's women who are like, I had no pain, none, because of the dolphins.
You might just be so distracted by the fact that there's a wild animal swimming around.
Maybe. But supposedly they create a very peaceful, meditative birth environment.
I believe that.
And a lot of people believe that there's this telepathic communication going on
I
with
also
the dolphins.
believe that.
Yeah. And if you listen to the telepathy tapes, they've had a lot of episodes on animal telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, people claim that they can kind of communicate with the dolphins as they're in labor, and they're all like, the dolphins are like soothing them and working them through it. It's incredible.
Shoot, if I had known this was a thing,
You probably would have done
I
it.
absolutely would have at least
Yeah.
researched. I would not have been able to afford it at the time.
Yeah.
But it almost makes me want to have another baby just to go over there and do this.
And try it and see what
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, it's incredible.
If anybody needs a surrogate, I'll stop. I'll stop with the Red Bull. That might be step one of many, but
All right, so this is what happens in the birth. The dolphins will circle the pregnant women while they're in labor, and they do their clicking. They do this rhythmic
more than
clicking.
one pregnant woman at a time.
No, I'm sure it's just one woman giving
'Cause
labor,
it's
but multiple
hard to
dolphins.
schedule. Yeah. Okay.
No, you have to do this. You have to like rent an apartment in Hawaii,
Be ready to go.
because you never know when you're going to go
Right.
into
You
labor.
can't get on a plane once you're in labor.
Right. So you're there for like a good
Probably
month or
at
two.
least
I don't
a
know.
month.
Yeah.
You don't want to fly too close to pregnancy or too close to your delivery date.
Right. So it's pretty expensive.
Yeesh.
And they click rhythmically, and they appear to guide the birth. And I don't think that means that they like grab the baby with their nose and pull it out. But people have said that the dolphins have like guided it up to the surface. Like, yeah. Although the baby floats up anyway. I don't know. It's very woo-woo.
I'm into it though.
You're into it?
Yeah. I think dolphins are incredible. They're
Pretty
also incredibly
amazing.
weird, but I think it's just because they're so intelligent and
Yeah.
don't operate by the same rules of order
Yeah.
that humans should, that most of us do. And so I think there's some odd animalistic things that they do, but I think they're incredible beings.
I know.
And I think they're very in tune to, and very curious with whatever other creatures are around.
Yeah. So I thought with the birth thing, I was like, well, isn't that dangerous? Because you bleed a lot when you're giving birth. They're animals. They're hunters, right? They eat meat. I would think that like you'd be at risk for having your baby eaten.
Yeah, at least
But
it's not, they're
there's
not
no
sharks,
stories of that.
but yeah.
Right. So dolphins have been known to protect humans. And there's a story that I found, a lifeguard. His name is Rob Howes. He was in New Zealand. He was swimming with his daughter and some friends when a great white shark approached, a 3-meter great white shark. A pod of 6 to 7 dolphins circled the swimmers and kept the swimmers together, blocking them from the shark. And actually, it was the dolphins that came first, and Rob Howes was trying to swim away from the dolphins because he didn't understand what was going on there. Like,
Because they could be
it was
potentially
spooking him.
dangerous too. Yeah.
Yeah, and every time he tried to swim out of the circle, the dolphins would push him back in. And that's when he saw the great white shark outside the circles of
Wow.
dolphins. They stayed around the swimmers for 40 minutes, slapping their tails and swimming aggressively until the shark left.
Holy bucket.
Yeah.
You're touched by angels, man, when something like that happens. Like, man. But PSA, there's no need to swim in Australia.
New Zealand.
New Zealand either.
It's a lot of deadly animals.
There's
Yeah.
the whole continent of Australia and I know New Zealand's not super close, but it's close enough. The whole thing is just trying to kill you.
Right.
The water, everything, the land,
But not the
water.
dolphins.
Apparently
Too bad
not.
the
Thank
dolphins
God
can't
for the
come on land.
dolphins.
Yeah. Do you
Have you
think...
seen that one episode of Simpsons
No.
where the dolphins do come on land? Like the dolphins
They
take
come on
over
land.
the planet.
Well, see, even Simpsons knows how incredible
they
dolphins
do.
are.
Absolutely. That's an old episode. Yeah, so they've known.
Wow. Yeah, stories of dolphins being incredibly intelligent in a freaky way have been around since humans have been around. Yeah. Do you think the dolphins recognize that the humans were vulnerable and they actually were like thinking, well, we could help this family. Let's help them out.
That is weird, right? Because they're not known to do anything like that we know of, but of course no humans maybe have been around other incidents where they've protected other creatures, let's say. Like, what if there's, a seal or something that dolphins have protected, or a baby whale, or I'm sure there's other instances where they've protected things that they didn't want harmed, their own young, for sure. But I think they probably just pick up on, they're probably very familiar with humans just swimming in that area, and also very familiar with great white sharks, and know that they're a threat. And they probably just knew that one was not like the other, and they maybe just psychically picked up on it, or just energy-wise picked up on, this is a vulnerable living set of creatures, and we need to make them a part of our pod.
Yeah, but that would indicate that they have empathy, which is incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's such intelligence.
I think they do. I mean, dogs do. So, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, dolphins have been on the earth for tens of millions of years, long before humans existed. Are they called cetaceans? Whales and dolphins? Cetaceans. Like whales and dolphins, they appeared roughly 50 million years ago. And so some people think, again, this is the woo-woo community, but some of them think that the dolphins are keepers of knowledge, like keepers of that ancient knowledge, because they've been with the earth for so long and they've seen so much change and so many things that some people think you can tap into that, and that they guide humans spiritually. Even in ancient Greece, they thought that dolphins were sacred, and they linked dolphins to Apollo. Dolphins were thought to guide and protect sailors, and they're symbols of wisdom, protection, and joy.
I know they're also symbols for communication, like strength in communication, because they're very communicative.
Yes.
They can learn different types of language and symbols and things.
Yeah, that's good, because we're going to get into that next. We're going to learn about some of their language.
Yeah.
So dolphins are incredibly intelligent. They have complex societies and complex communication systems. They use clicks, whistles, burst pulses, and body language. And get this, each dolphin has a signature whistle, which is effectively a personal name, which the other dolphins use to call them. Yeah.
Okay, so what would be
my whistle?
Your dolphin whistle.
My dolphin whistle?
Yoo-hoo! I wish you could see what Amanda's doing while she makes that sound. There was a lot of wiggling in the seat and some eyebrow raises. It's a very flirtatious name sound. I don't know how you swear in dolphin, but there would be some sort of F-bomb dropped in there in the middle.
That's the perimenopause dolphin.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so dolphins have demonstrated that they can use tools.
Yep.
They'll pick up things from the sea and use them as tools for hunting. The crows
and the chimpanzees of the sea.
Yeah. They have cooperative hunting strategies, so they're definitely communicating in some way. Like, hey, you take right flank. I'll take.
Oh yeah, absolutely. From a great distance away, whales do the same thing.
They have complex alliances and social politics. This is fascinating, because that's similar to us.
Yeah, I think. Well, they live for a long time, and whales can live for really long time. They're like elephants sometimes, or even longer, and they have multi-generational family systems where they pass down wisdom.
Wow.
So, and skills and things like that. So I think with that, there's going to come like just orders of operations within their system, rules of order and patriarchal. And I think they are matriarchal.
I think so.
I think that I've heard that before.
I think that actually, I was just heard this on a podcast this week, but it was about like the politics of today and all the things going on in the world and the war and stuff like that. But most of the animals that are really intelligent, elephants, they're matriarchal. They protect children, really. And community. They protect children and community. That's what a matriarchal society. Someone told me once, like, a patriarchy is like a tower with the men on top. A matriarchy is like a circle with the children and vulnerable and community in the middle, and everyone's working together to support them. I like that theory because it doesn't put men outside the circle. Men are like also along with women protecting everyone in the circle.
Right, but it's about everyone in community and not scrambling to the top to get to a higher position than everyone else on the backs of everyone else.
Yeah, just about making sure everybody has what everybody needs.
And then everybody has what they need. Weird.
Yeah. Go Dolphins. Go elephants. And poo-poo on us.
Go women. And it's International Women's Day, by the way.
Oh, lovely. Cool.
Today is the Day of the Woman.
Yo. All right, so dolphins, so people who research dolphins and train them, there's a lot of them that report really eerie experiences related to telepathy.
Ooh.
Because dolphins will respond to like unspoken commands, almost like they can anticipate human intentions. Trainers sense dolphins' thoughts. They claim they can like sense their thoughts. Like they get really close together.
Oh, yeah.
And skeptics say, you're just reading they're reading your subtle body cues.
I mean, I can tell what my dog wants. You know what I mean? Like, with her tone of bark, and she makes so many different sounds, and her facial expressions and her body language. I know, like, at least a general vibe of how she's feeling and what she wants.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So, yeah. But I think when they say that, it makes me think that it's on another level beyond other animals they've interacted with in their lives.
I think so. And there's researchers there's a researcher right now who's doing some really incredible stuff with documenting the dolphin communication. Her name is Denise Herzing. She's in the Bahamas, a scientist, and she's like using AI to document all the different sounds that the dolphins make and like, having AI kind of analyze the patterns and to try and identify what sounds could like work with what words in English. Translator.
Yeah, that's cool.
That would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Incredible. I think actually that could be part of our future. Like we may be able to translate dolphin sounds, whale sounds, and...
But what are we going to do with it? I
don't know.
The right people already know what those creatures would say if they could say it. Like what they need, what we're doing to the earth, what we're doing to their waters, what they would prefer we do instead. But the wrong people are in charge.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that even if the wrong people, these people in charge had an entire transcribed manifesto from the world of the dolphin, I don't think they would care.
Right. Or they'd use it for weapons. I feel like all these incredible experiments that we do gets tied to weapon manufacturing.
Yep. Using the dolphins as weapons, which they have done before.
But they're just deeply aware. They're just crazy smart. And so there's another project called the Wild Dolphin Project, and it's using AI, machine learning, to analyze thousands of dolphin sounds. It's identifying patterns, grammar, and syntax with the goal of eventually having two-way communication. That'd be cool to be on the research project for, wouldn't it?
I think so. My hackles go up a little bit with the invasiveness of that and what... I don't know why. I just think... Similarly to how, Jane Goodall went and lived for 2 years amongst the chimpanzees and things like that, and while she was able to make some remarkable discoveries, she also came into question for infiltrating a sacred sort of animal space for so long. And so I'm always like, yeah, cool learning, but at what cost to that group, that animal group, or the environment, or both, or whatever. I just think... And then, of course, to what end? Like, who's going to do what with this information? Right. And the right people getting that information always gets in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
It just makes me nervous. But yes, if all things were on the up and up, all things were of positive intent and good stewardship of the planet and creatures on it, I would absolutely do it. Yes.
Yeah. Here's a really cool study that I thought was incredible. So and I failed to document, shame on me, like who did this research project. But anyway, the dolphins were given two different gestures. Okay. I don't know what they were. Let's say one's like a salute and the other one's a patty cake game, a belly rub. I don't know. Two different gestures. And they taught them that one of the gestures was a command to say, do something you've done before. And the other gesture was do something you've never done before. Basically telling them, innovate, create, come up with something. And they actually learned how to do these two things. So like if you did the gesture for do something you've done before, maybe they will balance a ball on their nose or some trick that they've already learned. Okay. Right? The other gesture, do something you've never done before. The dolphins will go down underwater. They did this with pairs of dolphins. Go down underwater. They do their little clicky talking thing to each other. And then they would come up with something that they had never done before and come up the water and show it to the researchers.
What?
Yes. Which is incredible. It would be like a brand new behavior, something that they hadn't seen before. They hadn't shown to the researchers before. So
that's wild.
Yeah.
They have a catalog of memory.
Yes.
And can innovate. Like they have to remember all the things they've done for those particular researchers. Mm-hmm. Or if it's truly something you have never done before.
Yeah.
They have to either innovate or think of something that another dolphin has done that they haven't tried themselves.
Right.
Like the complexity of that command is rich. And what the heck are they talking about when they're down there?
I don't know. They're planning it.
And their bubble, have you seen their bubble loops that they can make underwater and stuff? Yeah. So cool. It's just, they're so interesting.
Yeah. It'd be like you and I going underwater and being like, okay, let's show them this cool flipper high five that they've never seen before. Right. Let's go, or let's show them
that thing we practiced in the garage last week.
Yeah.
Go, now's the time.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
I just think the more I research them, the more I'm like, this is spectacular.
They throw paintbrushes and paint into the water. Give us something.
I have seen dolphins painting. They'll do that at some dolphin shows.
I mean, I have in my home, I have a painting by a Wolverine.
A Wolverine?
Yeah, and his name is Diablo. He's since passed away, and now I just got a beaver tail print from a beaver at both of these animals were at Northwest Trek, which is a wild animal refuge here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, you were on the board for that.
I was, and now I'm an alternate on a board that oversees in some way that I haven't quite learned yet the zoo and Northwest Trek.
So
I'm kind of back. It's one of my committee duties as part of being on city council. So
you know this, but I haven't said this on the podcast. I think in a past life you were a zookeeper. I really do.
Probably. I mean, I would have a zoo. We've talked about that before. I would absolutely have a zoo.
You have a little mini zoo in your house.
I do. I would if a zoo came up, like a little zoo, like that Matt Damon movie. My husband is not for it at all. I would have to do it without his knowledge.
Okay, here's some more crazy human behaviors seen by dolphins. There was in the Bahamas. They were filming a documentary, and this documentary is I didn't write it down. I'm so sorry, but it's a real documentary. The dolphins were filmed passing around a pufferfish, and a pufferfish releases a little bit of a toxin.
Yes.
Called tetrodox.
Okay, I've heard this story, but I don't remember the details. So yes, please lay it on me.
So they caught the dolphins
huffing on a pufferfish.
Yes, they caught the dolphins nibbling carefully on this pufferfish, and then they would 5 minutes later, however long it takes for the toxins to kick in, they would appear trance-like, kind of. They're stoned, basically. Totally. They would get stoned. And they would float up near the surface in this altered state, a very mild, mellow, altered state.
That poor pufferfish, though. It's oh, just one rogue bite and I'm done. Like, the whole time I was stressed out. Was that pufferfish?
Gosh.
You guys have your fun, but at what cost?
I didn't think that the pufferfish was alive though.
There was
for the whole thing, but maybe it was. That's so.
I kind of hope it was like, just like floating around, like, oh shit. You said they were nibbling carefully. Was it nibbling carefully, like just so they didn't get an overdose?
We don't want to get maybe they actually know what. Like they've done it so many times, they know what an overdose is.
Barney didn't make it last week. You can't take that big a bite. I hope it was dead. I mean, I don't know what I hope. I just hope that it wasn't tortured.
I don't know.
And knowing dolphins, it was probably tortured.
That's so incredible because you know what that like hints at things like curiosity,
right? Social
sharing, experimentation with altered consciousness. Like, so wild.
That's weird. I wonder if, I mean, they used to give like cigarettes to bears. There was some bear during like, it was one of the wars where there was a bear. God, what was that? Somebody had a bear and they raised it from a cub. I don't know if it was an American, German, Russian, but this bear became part of like the company, the military group, and they would give it like, it would smoke like a pack of cigarettes at a time out of its little bear mouth, and which is bad for anybody. But at the time they thought that was hilarious. And I know that they've done things like that with it. Or, you know, animals will get alcohol.
Yes.
They'll eat fermented berries, things like that.
It's like the cocaine bear.
Oh my gosh,
a real
the cocaine
thing, right?
bear. Yes.
The movie Cocaine Bear.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to tell you the craziest story. This is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So in the 1960s, there was a neuroscientist named John Lilly.
Okay.
And anybody listening, I recommend looking him up because he did a lot of different studies. I'm only going to touch on a few of them. John Lilly. He was convinced that dolphins might have human-level intelligence, and he set out to kind of do experiments and prove it. So Lilly had studied medicine and neuroscience. He had worked at the National Institute of Mental Health, and he got government funding. Like he reached out to NASA or something, and he got government funding to study dolphin communication in the 60s. And his idea is, I'm going to teach them human language. That was his idea. So
just
John
like
Lilly,
a lot of people did with monkeys and apes.
Yeah. John Lilly gets this house in St. Thomas. And he turned it into a research lab, and they called this house the Dolphin House. And they called it that because the house was built in a way where when the water would like come in against the shore, the tides would come in. The house was built so that the whole bottom half of the house was underwater, and the whole top of the house is where he could live and do his research studies.
Wait, so was it all enclosed, like glass windows all around the bottom part, or it was like underwater, like you flooded a Barbie house and there's just water everywhere? They
flooded a Barbie house, basically, like flooded, and they had like coaxed a dolphin in there. His name was Peter.
Okay.
And Peter was, and I think this place was really large because there's talk of like other dolphins being there and other rooms. And, yeah, I mean, I think it was like an institute, but also they called it Dolphin House.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, and he hired this young researcher named Margaret Lovett, who did not have a scientific background, but really wanted to like get him
party with the dolphins.
I guess. Margaret. So he hires Margaret for this like 3 years. It's a really long study. I don't remember how long, but it was long. And he's like, you're going to live here in the house. You're going to bond with the dolphin. You're going to be with the dolphin every day. And you're going to teach it language like a preschool teacher would teach a child language. Again, she has no background in any of this.
It's like, so not only do you have to be a teacher, but a teacher of dolphins. And she knows nothing about teaching or dolphins.
Yeah, nothing.
Seems like a good plan.
But she was into it. She was dedicated. She's excited. She's dedicated. She spends every day like teaching it, you know. Hi,
probably
Peter.
Repetitive,
Peter.
like a parrot. Like you would.
Yeah, like a parrot. Yeah. And the dolphin kind of learned to speak. When you listen to the recordings, the dolphin can like mimic the syllables that she's saying, but he can't actually make the sound.
Of course not. Their mouths
are totally different. But you can tell that he's making an attempt. So when she would say, I'm a good boy, the dolphin would go, wah, 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 wah. Like with the same kind of tone and syllables.
So he understood that she wanted him to repeat the sound.
Yeah.
But not necessarily, didn't understand the meaning necessarily.
I
There's
don't
no
think
way to prove that in that experiment. Like if she's just saying, say, ba, 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 and he just parrots her, that's a different...
He's parroting. Yeah. But how do parrots make human language? Because they can really sound like people, but they don't have the same... we use our lips, we use our breath, we use our tongue.
They do some crazy things with those little bird tongues.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know that dolphins are able to do the same thing.
Not that we know of.
It's an incredible study, though. But it gets weirder. Lily gets a little weirder. So Lily,
wait, what's this lady's? Wait, it's Margaret.
Margaret is the girl who's doing the research.
Okay.
That she spent like a huge chunk of her life on it. There's videos of them on.
Oh, I bet. I'll have to splice in some sounds of that dolphin doing that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
These are the audio recordings she made.
Today.
This is the morning lesson with Peter.
Hello, right? Like,
no,
wild?
I'm not buying that.
I mean, but there's like
He's
a
just
year
responding.
of evidence of him mimicking.
Sure. They definitely have a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coming in to interact with her.
Right.
And he probably doesn't have to.
Right.
Sounds like he can come and go as he pleases, but she probably is giving him fish or little treats of some kind. So there's
and
a
rewarding
reward.
him.
And most of us will do anything for a reward for at least a while until we get tired of that reward or don't have a need for that reward. So fun. I don't know how scientific it is.
I don't know how scientific
but
this was.
super fun.
But John Lilly is fascinating. John Lilly he wanted to study like telepathic nonverbal communication with the dolphin.
That's more interesting.
He's actually the first guy who made like deprivation tanks. But we were talking about that in our last episode, and it was like used in Stranger Things. He made a deprivation tank, lukewarm body temperature water, lots of salt so you're floating, and the idea is that if you're not distracted by your senses, that you can use your extra senses. And he was using LSD at the same time. This is the 60s, so he's using a lot of LSD, and he's trying to communicate with the dolphins. And he claims he was able to, but he also claims he was able to communicate with aliens. So,
and some people think that's one and the same.
Oh yeah,
Some people think that dolphins are like what we attribute to like they're not necessarily of this earth. I think if there's anything in the ocean, it's going to be the
octopus. Yes,
but or octopuses. But who knows? Who knows?
So as these studies were going on, they were going really well. Peter was really engaged and like willing to participate, but he started to get distracted when he hit puberty because he kept getting excited, aroused. And John is like, well, how are we going to deal with this so that Meredith can keep working with him? Or Margaret was her name. So at first they had other dolphins at the Institute area, and they would release him to like do what he needed to do with the other female dolphins. But it was a lot of work, like bringing him in and out and getting that arranged. And so John finally
setting up on their calendar, getting the Google, the Google calendar.
John
out there.
finally says to Margaret, this really young research assistant who has no background in anything, he says to her,
I think you're going
to need to service the dolphin
so that we can
continue and like not waste time and get back to training.
I'd be like, when's the next flight out of St. Thomas?
No, she did it. She did what she needed to do with her feet or her hand. Yeah.
What else would she do it with?
Well, I
mean, I guess it could get real weird, but I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it, but...
Well, didn't you say something about raping?
Oh, well, dolphins will rape baby animals, like little penguins.
Well, I think that they are kind of just excited.
But why can't it be consensual? Or at least an adult? Like, why they prey on the most vulnerable? That's really yucky.
It is yucky. It's horrible. I don't know.
Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret was just trying to do what she was told to do.
Like 2 truths and a lie forever. She's got a good one. But I don't think it's worth it. Like, you can't go on a date ever again and be like, so what, how'd you spend your summer? What have you been doing? I've been masturbating a dolphin named Peter. I've gotten real familiar with a couple of Peters, if you know what I'm saying. That's the first and last date.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Wow.
You did not know my podcast would take this turn.
What happened to Margaret? Did Margaret grow up to live a normal life as an adult?
I mean, I believe so, but I'm not sure. I don't know what people's lives are like when they like grow up in the 60s and they're living in St. Thomas and they're...
Yeah, I mean, that's a wild...
What, and they're working with
already a
dolphins all
wild
day?
life.
Your life is just not like our life.
No. I think you just got to be some kind of like boat captain for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're just serving drinks at a little tiki hut, talking about the good old days, dolphin wrangling.
Well, here's the sad thing. So dolphins do not like to be in captivity.
No.
I mean, you know
Neither
this.
do
like
I.
this, no, and it's we know like things have been going on at SeaWorld.
Right.
They don't like it. And there have been like documented instances of dolphins being captured, like being corralled. And I don't know if you know this, but
They did it in the Pacific Northwest with whales.
yeah. So dolphins are not like humans with the way that they breathe. So our breathing system is not conscious. It's not.
It's an automatic.
It's
response.
automatic, right? It's not, and it's not. I don't know what it's called, involuntary or something. It's just happening.
Response, yeah.
But dolphins have to actually think about breathing every time they take a breath. It's conscious, and so some dolphins, they've documented them as they're corralling them. Some dolphins will just choose
To die.
to not take a breath if they know that something really horrible is like. Or they think something really horrible is going to happen. Yeah, isn't that horrible? It's
So
not
it's
it's not like all
fight or
dolphins. I think
flight.
it would be like us. So like if we were in a war or something and people are captured, I think most people will just like be captured and it will be a horrible experience. But some people will suicide, or like if they're in jail. So some dolphins do it too. I know. It's super sad. Sorry to take it to a sad place, but I'm bringing it up because it's just more evidence of how deep their thinking is,
Yeah.
and how emotional they can be, and how they're just crazy intelligent.
Humans are such assholes. Just to think we could just go take something, anything, whether it be land or let alone living creatures, like to just go take them for our own entertainment or study or both. It just is bonkers to me.
Yeah.
Never would I think that was okay. Ever. I don't care if I was born in the 1800s. I would know that taking something from its home, from its family, is wrong. And I would not have tried to be one of those people that could collect a menagerie from all over the world. Like, that's just, it's sick. It's a narcissistic, self-centered, greedy tendency.
Yeah.
And I think it's disgusting.
I think most people now try to study them in their own habitat.
Yes.
Which is great.
And people have for a long time, right? There's
Yeah.
always, I mean, even with Darwin in the Galapagos, like there's always been people who have gone to the sources and did minimal damage, if any. And of course, anytime you insert yourself into a non-natural habitat to yourself, you've changed things. You've left some sort of impact or footprint. But yeah, it's been done. Research in the best possible way has been done for a long time, but too often it's just greed. Greed just driving the mission.
Driving the train, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Well, I know. I feel like just super aware of it with everything that's going on right now. Yeah. But yeah, to end on like a happier note, just like the fringe theories and cool paranormal things out there about dolphins. People really believe that some people believe, like you said, they're interdimensional beings or aliens or star seeds.
You got to see that Simpsons episode.
I
You
do.
gotta find it. It's so
Maybe you can
funny.
add a clip if you find
Oh,
something
it's
funny.
so good. Okay.
Sharks! The assassins of the sea! Ooh, hey, you're not sharks. You're dolphins. The clowns of the sea. Ow! Ow! Hey, what's the gas?
Bottlenose bruises, blowhole burns, flipper prints.
This looks like the work of rowdy teens. Lou, cancel the prom.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
People will meditate with dolphin sounds. They claim that it shifts their brain waves and enhances their intuition. People will go to dolphins for healing. So that institute where they're doing assisted births, they also have, people will go there for healing, like if you have cancer or something. And some people claim that they go and dolphins like surround them and change their energy waves and help their body heal itself. And
I don't see why not.
People claim all kinds of
communicating with
things.
sonar and doing things that maybe we don't even understand at all yet. We have a grip on some of it, but certainly not all of it. We don't even have a grip on all the things we're capable of doing.
That's true. So spectacular creatures that can calm people during birth, advance cognition, telepathy. They hold intelligences that we have barely begun to explore.
God bless them.
Yeah, to like end this. So your homework, if you could communicate with dolphins, what would be the first question you would ask them? You need some think time? Just taking some think time.
Yeah. Like basically, human race, take it or leave it. You know, is life better for you or
with or without us?
My hypothesis is it's worse, but I'd be curious what they would say. It would probably be a very complex answer, just like I feel like it is for myself with humanity. You know, is it better or worse to have humans on the planet? Like, that's a really complex, weird question to ask of a human, of myself as a human. But I think dolphins would probably have a similarly complex response.
I mean, I think they would say stay because of all the evidence of them like working with us and protecting us. But yeah, they might say,
some of you
got some work to do. Yeah.
Some of you gotta go. Some of you gotta jump in this water and let us take care of you. Well, good, interesting topic.
Yes.
The rabbit hole of
dolphins.
Dolphins.
If there's anybody out there also knows about dolphins that I didn't touch on, cool research projects.
And the military thing was that they would attach. They would use them for missile detection, like underwater submarine detection. They would strap bombs, missiles to them.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Sacrifice them. I got a weird tickle in my throat.
When we learn things, I feel like someone's always trying to capitalize on it being used for war.
Weaponized.
And our intelligence.
Yeah, how can we use this thing to become more dominant as opposed to more compassionate?
Right.
It's a weird choice. Yeah. How can we, like you always say, you can be helpful or you can be hurtful. Why is it too often, the default is to, how can we use this to be hurtful?
Right.
Why isn't it, how can we use this to help?
Because we're not a matriarchy. If we were a matriarchy, I think we would raise people in a culture where it's more about thinking, how do we help each other? How do we help each other all be healthy and happy? And
it'll be interesting to see how society evolves, where I wonder if there will ever be a time where the divine feminine, if you will, actually gets to live into ultimate power in that sense. And I think the reason we haven't is because of the way we're designed, is to be compassionate and to lead with care. And at what point do we create a new way of being that is simultaneously dominant and dominantly compassionate, aggressively caring? The combination of, I'm packing a weapon, but I'm only using it so I'm in charge of the greater good.
Yeah.
So if you're going to mess with the greater good, you don't get to be here anymore. Peace out. But as long as you're willing to be a part of that, solving problems, taking care of others, being helpful, not hurtful, then this gun will stay in its holster. That kind of thing. Like, when do we, as the 52% of the world's population, evolve into that?
I'm waiting for it. I don't know.
I think the women in Minneapolis, man, they came real close, if not there. And I think there's moments where I think, okay, it's time to learn how to shoot a gun. It's time to learn how to get a concealed carry permit. All things that just the the times that we're living in and living through have driven me to consider, which I would have never considered before.
Right.
And so I think even within myself, I'm wrestling with that evolution of how do we play by the same rules that the dominance of patriarchy has held over humanity since the dawn of time. How do we take those rules, play by them to take control, but still with the mission of care for all? I don't know if it's possible. I believe it's possible, but I would love for that to kind of happen.
Yes, me too.
I don't know. Good episode.
Yeah.
So before we sign off, went to the Dollar Tree and got some
My daughter
crazy candy. Oh,
Can
she's
I
hungry.
roll my window
Oh, yeah.
down? We're pretty much done.
Do you have candy?
Yeah, you guys have
Nope.
some candy?
Nope.
She couldn't find Buttermints.
No, I don't think they exist. I think there's.
I don't know what Buttermints are. Yeah, those don't exist.
I have a picture your mom sent me. I couldn't think of what they were either. Would you like an extreme Sour Patch Kid?
Yes.
Oh, it's cold outside, you guys.
They're, look at that. There's an
He was on a
they're
t-shirt.
expletive
This is
sour.
Isn't this cute?
Yeah. Where'd you get it?
Extreme.
Extreme effing sour.
Yeah.
Ah!
Media
This is extreme!
Did you give her that sweatshirt? It's so cute.
I know.
That was nice of you. Did you grow out of it?
No,
Just gave it to me.
it just fits perfectly where it's.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a double one. You got conjoined twin Sour Patch Kids.
My
I like 'em.
Hi, my friend.
Hi, my precious boy.
I don't know that they taste any
Goodbye.
more extreme.
No, I don't think it's more sour than
They always make my eye
your
do that.
face.
My eye automatically closes with sour things. Okay. That's just a... You want a Snickers?
No.
You want a gummy
What's the
bear?
other one? What's the blue one?
This is the Jolly Ranchers.
I don't want that.
There's
But
nothing exciting.
I would have another extreme sour. I kind of like
Please have as
them.
many as you'd like.
But they taste just like regular sour gummies to me.
Like, what's the sorbic acid or whatever that's in them? Like, what's the content difference of sorbic acid, I wonder? What the heck is invert sugar? Ingredients: sugar, invert sugar, corn syrup, aka sugar, modified cornstarch, contains less than 2% of fumaric acid, citric acid, malic acid, tartaric acid, natural and artificial flavor, yellow 6, blue 1, red 40, woo,
Red 40!
and yellow 5.
I thought they banned one of those reds.
Contains a bioengineered food ingredient. That's going to be the corn. Huh. Extreme.
It was super fun to see you.
You too. I've missed
Thank you so much for the candy and for... Okay. Class dismissed.
And don't open the door.